Hello, my name is Metin Arıdaşır. This is 256th part of explanation of my theory. According to my theory and my formulas, the fall of elementary charge concept of physics, volt is an energy unit, new constant that I put forth 0.159 unitless constant. Yes. Last year, I demonstrated that a photon as an inseparable point on an electron motion form, arbitrary, chosen imaginary point. Last year, I demonstrated that a photon as an inseparable point on an electron motion form has two different directional components, masses. Here, speed of light direction component mass and linear velocity component mass. Two different directional masses. Yes. In calculating these masses, I chose 91.155. I chose 91.155 nanometer as the wavelength of electron motion form. Because according to me, 91.155 nanometer is the wavelength of the most common wavelength sizes kind electron motion form in our universes and in our atoms. An undisturbed 91.155 nanometer wavelength electron motion form in each hydrogen atom continues its cycle of spherical ring-shaped motion at its initial wavelength 91.155 nanometer. Yes, now this is free electron motion form at this wavelength, but now think of as if now this is proton. From now on, proton bound, one proton bound electron motion form. Okay, hydrogen atom. Electron motion form 91.155 nanometer now made joint motion with a proton. Yes, here hydrogen atom. Here are the masses. Here are the masses of these two separate components. C component 2.42 10 to the minus 35 kilogram. Linear velocity 1,884,000 km per second. Linear velocity component mass is 3.85 10 to the minus 36 kilogram. Thus, When I calculate the energy values corresponding to these two separate masses, I came across numbers that looked very familiar to me. Energy value for linear velocity component direction is 136.9 10 to the minus 19 joules, and energy value for speed of light component direction is 21.78 10 to the minus 19 joules or kilogram meter square divided by second square. $136.9 10 to the minus 19 joules remind me the 13.60 electron volt ground state energy of an electron in a hydrogen atom and 21.78 10 to the minus 19 joules energy remind me that this value is corresponding value of 13.6 electron volts. That is, the different values in these two different units are equivalent to each other. This is the view and acceptance in accepted physics theories. However, these two values, these two different values are not equivalent. However, these two values couldn't be equivalent because they belonged to two different components. So important. Accepted physics theories did not discern this. What was surprising was the result of dividing the smaller of these values by the greater one. $21.136. Yes. Like this. Snapshot. I advise you to notice here. What was surprising was the result of dividing the smaller of these values by the greater one. Result 0.1592 approximately. In fact, this was a unitless and constant ratio, and it was nothing but the result of speed of light divided by 1,884,000 km/s. Linear velocity. This is main constant of electron motion form. If so, the volt was nothing more than a unit of energy, and 1 volt was equals to 10 multiplied by 10 to the minus 19 joules. Moreover, electric current is wrongly defined and it must be unitless. Electric current, I. Okay, it must be unitless, then it must be unitless because it concerns with the charge. Therefore, resistance must represent the energy also, and it must have an energy unit. Story is long. Last year, I told you these, but today I remind you again. Have a good night. I'm so sorry. Have a good day. See you later. Now, this is morning time.